Wait, that 53!
Mike, 54! You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me.
No, 66!
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Sugar!
54.
Hey, Charlie!
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, one set. Check Mike, 54. Mike, 54.
Hey, Alabama. Hey, seam 6.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. That's caught by his tight end, Matt Lacoste. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go! He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Brady gives to Michelle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Wait, that's 380!
Check 56. Hey, watch the ball.
Shadow!
56.
Hey, Delta!
Right there, 56. Hey, here I come.
Shadow!
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to rifle one deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 34.
12.
A first carry now for Wendell Smallwood. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
36 power.
Check. Whip. Watch the whip.
Good job right there.
On 2nd down, Smallwood. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
What? 58
to Mike. Watch the slant. Check nickel.
There.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
He's coming. 19. Check hot route. Undercrush. You guys, listen. Check. Watch the ship. Watch hands.
Here's Smallwood. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The 25-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Brady gives this to White, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Let's go, man, we need turnover. Get that ball. Alert.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day offense.
On play action, now Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On third down, Wilson. This one complete to Smallwood. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be fourth down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Good coverage there, holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Slant. Mike 54.
Now White. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, check it.
56.
Bud.
Mike 56. Mike's 56.
Ball's 50.
Shotgun now for Brady. Got his man, that's Harry. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves, they self-scout, and they realize most of the time you don't call a draw play on 1st and 10. So every so often you insert that play just to make the defense think, even if it's not successful.
On second down, it's White. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Go!
56, Mike 56. Watch the slant.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He's going to rifle one deep left side and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over, so that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
58, come on. 58, come on. Let's get the ball.
24, 24. 18.
Hey, turn it.
To throw is Wilson. To throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Wait, that's 53!
54, Mike. Time is up, night.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Wait, that's
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
54. Watch the curl. Hey, alert 3.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. On the ground is Michelle, and he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson, and his pass incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd and 5.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
He's not going to get me.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 3, check 3.
40. Go. Ringo.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf, he's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
For our Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mike 51. In the face.
Fair.
On 1st down, Wilson. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Martavis Bryant, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, his big defensive lineman. Can he get the ball over him? You get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, Let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Hey, box truck.
On 3rd and 2, Brady. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 30 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First down, here's White. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Chris Jones on the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. X3, 218, chopper.
Let's go, D.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Mike, 49. There we go.
Go Bandit! Hey, Haywood!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Seahawks have recovered. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Zebra.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dante Hightower picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Wilson. That's caught by Howard. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
You got tight right there.
25, 25.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah.
Front left, front left.
Check that out.
I think this is a free play for Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Come on.
Deuce. Alert.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Going deep here for Bryant. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
Rush in.
Check.
58.
Gun.
58, the mic.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson, and he hits Drake. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
14.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Heavy. 21, check Mike 20.
Four down.
Strip that ball.
Here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. And the Seahawks first down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Yeah, that's what I do.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
One left.
They run again with Carson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity. From experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Hey, watch it. Alert.
On first down, Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on. Taking the lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Brady now to throw. This is White on the screen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Michel. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Got a man open. That's Harry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's White. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Wait, that 380!
Mark 54. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
No, 66.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game.
I got motion.
Alert!
49 to Mike.
Hey, Zoo!
Not today. Mike's 49. 72.
Back to throw, Brady. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. On 1st down, Drake. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Front left.
Wide, get wide.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Carson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
2nd and 3 at the Patriots 28-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
He's checking.
This is Carson. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. Left that one out there. It's no good. Wide to the right, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you...
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Patriot, Devin McCourty. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
72. Hey, I-7.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
First throw of overtime for Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, so close but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Show it up. Show it up. Switch.
Bang out. Bam.
Throwing again. Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Right over there, right over there.
Alert, 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 alert.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Alert, 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 alert.
Off. Well, 58's the mic. Hey. 58's the mic, 58's the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 58's the mic.
Go, 4 down, 4 down.
The mic.
Good touch.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term, momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. This being their second opportunity in overtime, third overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
56, right there.
Hey, orbit.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Hey, let go. 50.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
Let's get it.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Go. Mike's 49.
Regular.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. 49.
Hey, Charlie.
49. Come on, D.
Hey, 66.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. On third down, Carson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. This to win it in overtime.